Good evening, and welcome back, investigators, to the Near Dark Society. Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition, Dark Winter miniseries. We are reaching the end of this story. But before we continue, let us do a recap of the last episode. After a rigorous and grueling abduction by Javier Barrera, Kenneth, Joseph, Benjamin were able to escape with the help of Courtney West and Detective Robinson. After making their way back to the safe house, they reunited with Avery, who had discovered an interesting secret about a co-worker of Joseph. Discovering that Miss Brooks has been working with Secret Agent Beckwith this entire time. However, she denounces his practices and appears to be on the side of our investigators, for now. The contents of the suitcase were the last things to be investigated before the night ended. And as they went through, not only was it covered with bloody sigils lining the inside of the case, photographs that could only have came from Kenneth's camera the night of the museum. So join us all as we continue our investigation on this very dark winter with episode 5, Subhuman. Our investigators now still currently sit around the coffee table. The photographs tossed around the room. You all stare down and look in disbelief as you notice that in one of these photographs, not only do you see Kenneth in the photograph itself, but he's currently shaking hands with Kai, Mr. Yen's son, who's currently been missing this entire time, and many believe is involved with Mr. Yen's death and disappearance. And scene.
Am I the only one that's confused here?
That would make two of us. Can I see that? Is it any abnormalities?
You can use you can spot hidden.
You know, I want to be mad at you, Kenneth. There are two reasons why I'm not right now, and it's because you're missing a finger. I feel kind of bad for that. But also, I'm pretty sure Kai wasn't even there.
Yeah. This is new to me. I don't remember ever meeting this person. And why would my camera be used to take a picture of me? I got 16.
On spot hidden?
Out of 60.
Out of 60, it's a very good success. You analyze this photo with precision. You're looking for any sort of discrepancies, anything that could be different. As far as you can tell, you're looking at it. The jacket even has the same tear on your arm that your coat currently has now. Whoever this is not somebody dressing like you. It looks exactly like you. You do not remember this.
Is there any timestamps on it or anything?
Yeah. You notice that it does have a timestamp in the corner. It is validated. It looks as though this photo was taken during the night. In fact, you remember being downstairs taking photos at this time. Do not remember taking this.
So, did he get the tear in his jacket after we were at the museum?
No, it's just
So you already had it?
a rough. Yeah, it was just a rough. I'm just adding it to something he saw.
This doesn't make any sense. I had my camera on me the entire night. No one else used my camera.
Do any of
I'll
you...
pass the picture around.
looking through the pictures and laying them out on the coffee table. So you're telling me you don't...
Do you put all the photos out?
Yeah, I'm gonna start sparing them out.
Okay. At this point, everyone can go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
I want to go through everything else that's in the suitcase.
Okay, very well. Could you also give me a spot hidden then?
I didn't get that one.
71 out of 75.
So you just got it, just underneath it. Okay.
No, I didn't get it.
Okay. As you start going through the suitcase, looking at it, you recognize a symbol. Appears to be a metal pendant that is currently being used as a clasp over what looks like a large tome. You recognize the image on this pendant, the same emblem that is used in the Starry Wisdom, the same book that your uncle gave you.
Do I still have it with me?
Yeah, you still have it with you.
I'm gonna like take it and I want to compare the two next to each other.
They're
It's the
identical.
same. So I'm gonna start flipping through it.
The tome in the briefcase. As you flip through it, you realize very quickly the book your uncle gave you is a cipher. You notice that the reason why you can't read the book that your uncle gave you is because that is index of sorts to help you navigate the other tome. Could you please give me an occult roll?
Mm-hmm, 99, no.
As you stare at it, you realize that you're onto something, but this is complex. This is more advanced, more deep than any sort of art critique or occultism that you've ever studied before. You're fairly certain that if you sit down and take some time to go through this, you might find some useful information. Meanwhile, as your other comrades sit around and set the photos out, two of you rack your brain, you almost instinctively disbelieving the photos, thinking that there's no way you would have missed Kai. Self-doubt starts to fill your mind as you think back and remember you were upstairs for quite a long time, but couldn't have been more than 5-10 minutes. Kenneth, you are sort of in the same boat, not understanding how you could possibly be in that photo. You know that these were taken with your camera. There's no way that they weren't. Joseph, that's when you see something. You notice that Courtney has made her way over and she's sitting down, racking her brain on the images as well. You spot something. Now, you're not positive, but you remember when you were downstairs in the basement, right before you got the icy heads, you looked at your watch. You remember it was exactly 7:15. You had just separated from Avery. Yet in a photo, you see an image of Avery. 7:14, upstairs in the crowd. There's no way. Impossible.
Hey, right here. Avery's upstairs. That's not right. I ran into her downstairs in the basement at 7:15. I know this Hannah. Forget about it. She had a gun pointed at me.
Is that true?
I mean, I wasn't paying attention at the time, but I suppose.
I just want to corroborate that you two are even at least together.
So, there's something wrong with these pictures, man.
Maybe they're all fake, or maybe some of them.
I don't know, how would you do something like that?
I'm in so much pain I can't even think straight.
It's, these Polaroids?
It is done with film.
You know,
It is not a digital. These are not digital photos.
these, yo, we seen a lot of crazy shit tonight. I literally watched someone pull another man's skin off his body. And this magic shit. Yeah. Maybe this is part of it.
It's hard. I don't even know what to say to any of this. Like, I see the pictures. There's no way I couldn't have missed Kai. I've seen that kid so many times. There's no way I could have missed him.
You don't remember any of this at all? Well, I believe you. I think if you had known this Kai individual, you've been dead a lot sooner.
You notice that Courtney sort of stops and look there. There's another discrepancy. She points down towards the photo. It's the photo where Ken is shaking hands with Kai. Kai appears to be wearing what looks like some ripped up jeans that have that look like designer patches all over them. He's very flashy. His attire is very hard to miss. However, she points to another photo. You could barely make him out. In fact, he's pretty much blocked by the majority of the people. But you can see the back of his bomber jacket. In fact, you see the large Oni patch that's on the back of his jacket. Just the tip of the horn. I know it's a sliver, but that looks like Kai's jacket. But look at the timestamps. And you look at the timestamps, they're literally seconds apart from each other. How are people in multiple places at the same time?
We doing some time travel shit?
I mean, you know, usually I think all of us would be like, no, that can't be right. But there's a lot, like you said, we've seen some fucked up shit tonight.
Well, anyways, what's the purpose of these? I don't get it. To set us up? Well, it's kind of too late for that.
No. I feel like this is I feel like as crazy as this is, this really is starting to feel like a wrong place, wrong time thing.
Literally. Some of these pictures is completely the wrong time.
Well, I'll just go down go sit down and keep looking.
Keep going through it?
Yeah.
All right. We need leads. We need something here.
Can I scan the pictures again?
Courtney's gonna sit down with you, and the two of you are gonna start going over it. And you sure can. You guys can as well if you'd like. Avery, you could give me another occult roll if you would. You can also, since you are taking longer, and you guys are actually sitting down to investigate this, I will add a bonus die to your rolls.
Can I take that to check through the suitcase again? Because I know that there was a book in there that you said looked like.
That's
She's
why
reading
I have
it.
it right now.
Oh, you're reading both books at the same time?
Well, one's locked.
What?
It has a lock on it.
One of them's a cipher.
The book that she has.
The book you have, that pendant, it can open it up. It's just like a clasp. But that book, as you read it, it's almost like like an index for the other book. Kind of like how you can.
So I'm just going back and forth.
You're going back between the two books.
Okay. I
Yes.
didn't realize that.
Kind of like how they have a book to help you read, like a Clockwork Orange.
Oh, okay.
Because the actual book is so filled with like slang and jargon, it's very confusing.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I got an 18 out of 75.
Okay.
Was it spot hidden?
Yeah.
If you want to go through the photos again, yeah.
Was there anything else? Any other papers that were in that?
The other papers that are in there appears to be like plane ticket receipts. It looks like personal belongings to Frexel, so like pens, notepads, appointment dates, things like that. Is that what you want to look through?
Yeah, I was gonna look through that. If there are appointment dates, maybe there's a date in there that would help us a
Sure.
place or a time.
You can go ahead and give me another spot hidden.
I got 9 out of 60.
Wow. Look at that one.
I got 307.
Yeah, no, I got 37 out of 45 on that spot.
Okay.
Both of my hundreds were 30.
Did you do your occult roll?
Yeah, I spent 11 luck points to get it.
11 luck. All right. Do make sure that you put a check mark on skills that you have used luck on. Okay. This next little stint of researching and investigation, it actually takes about an hour and a half of you guys going through each photo, trying to match up times. In fact, there's enough photos to where you can almost trace people's movements throughout the photo as they're going from room to room or they're walking from exhibit to exhibit. As far as you go through the photos, the only thing that you notice is that you find a few more strange discrepancies. There is a photo where Abby appears in the reception room and within the actual exhibit room at the same time. You also notice that there is an image where Stephen Hughes appears to be coming down the stairs when you know for a fact you did not see him upstairs and he left before the event even happened.
Yeah.
You actually ran into him as he left for the night. Kenneth, you basically are on the same page. You validate that those are the discrepancies. That's what all three of you have essentially found. As you went through your dates, looking through Frexel's belongings, you can kind of start stringing together a timeline from his arrival when he, from his flight from Arkham. As you look, first thing that you notice is that his first appointment date, his meeting before he even went to the museum, was at the Purgatory Club.
Okay.
Assuming that this must have been somehow connected with his involvement with Barrera. You notice the next few dates are appear to be involving the museum, and one date in particular stands out to you. It seems strange, unusual. It doesn't have a name of the location, it just has an address. But you don't know what that address is. You know the streets. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. Because you are a driver and that you do that as your career here in Chicago, you can either give me an intelligence or a drive.
Drive. Auto, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I crushed both of those, actually. I got 14.
Looking at the address on there, you know the street. You're not quite sure what the building is, but you're positive you know the street. And you know at least the block that that address resides on. The only thing you really know that's of importance there is a TV station. Or it's being renovated to become a TV station. It used to be an old radio station.
I didn't really find much else in here. I only got an address. It's nothing about it. It's the only thing that I can think of right now, unless you guys found something. But we got an address. I know where it is. I know it's basically abandoned.
Benjamin's voice begins to fade out to you, Avery, as you're reading this book. As you stare at this paper, you notice the words start to move. Kind of squint your eyes, blink hard as you watch as letters and symbols begin to morph on the paper. Watch as they start to glow and almost have this holographic sheen to them. Would you please give me a sanity roll?
44. Good.
You pass? Could you please give me an intelligence roll now?
51. I'm good.
Did you pass it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you comprehend it, which means you experience a bout of madness.
You're so excited too.
going to take 2 points sanity damage.
Okay.
Took it.
Oh, there. You're learning experience. Okay.
You start to have auditory hallucinations. Whispers seem to crawl into your ear. It's almost like lips scraping on the inside of your skull. This dialect, this language, it seems ancient and alien. It's like staring at a hieroglyph. Watching that hieroglyphic start to morph into a scene, into an emotion. And you start to feel the image as you look at these texts, and you can sense it. And you don't know why, but for some reason you understand it. And this jargon, this mumbled mash of incoherent babble, you begin to read it out in your mind. And within your head, one word fills it. Azazel.
Azazel?
And as you see that word spread through your mind, another one begins to form. Eventually, it all becomes a single chain as word after word begins to form within your mind until it starts to feel like ice picks being driven into your skull. And as you pull away, the only text that you were able to pull from is Azados Oblivion. And you guys, all of you, as you're sitting there kind of talking, you realize that Avery is starting to just babble. She's beginning to speak in tongues. You watch as she starts to belt this horrific screeching language that sounds alien and foreign to you. And as this happens, you watch the coffee table rise off the ground and slam up against the wall, and you watch it crush into pieces before you see her eyes roll to the back of her head and she hits the ground. Please subtract 1 mana point.
1 mana point? Where? A magic point, you mean?
Current MP, yes, magic point.
You lost some magic.
I don't even have. Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'm gonna,
2?
Yep.
Oh.
2.
I'm gonna rush over to her. And, she still got the book in her hand.
She does.
I'm gonna grab out of her hand. Hey, you alright?
Notice that you start to come to, and as you do, you have this pounding headache, and your vision's blurred, and it starts to focus in, and you watch as blood starts to drip down her nose.
Take my scarf off and hand it to her. Hey, wipe yourself
What
off.
happened?
You look around, you notice the table is thrown across the room and broken to many pieces.
What the fuck, guys? It's my uncle's table.
That was you.
Yeah, I think you did this.
It's the same thing that Javier guy did. Same thing.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of this shit.
I was just reading.
Yeah, he read it too, and he flayed a man alive. This shit right here, I think this can drive you crazy. Javier, he didn't seem all there. He probably wasn't there to begin with, but I don't think you should be fucking with this.
Could you go ahead and give me a Constitution roll, please?
Why are you just beating me up tonight?
I know. This has been me the entire last 4 episodes.
Fail.
You failed?
Yes.
Okay. As Joseph's telling you this, the only thing that you feel is euphoric. It feels good.
I've been around junkies, and the way that dude was acting.
Just give me the book back.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's how Javier was talking when he was reading from this shit.
Listen, it doesn't belong to you.
Yeah, and I don't think it belongs to you either.
I'm gonna go snatch it.
Keep it away from her.
All right, go ahead and we're gonna do a contested roll here.
I can't stop anybody.
You can either do dex or sleight of hand, whichever one you want.
Compound
Do I do
pressure
the same?
one.
Yeah.
On your dex.
Fail.
I got 13 out of 70.
13 out of 70?
Yep.
And you failed it?
I got 74 out of 50.
You watch as Joseph brings his hand back, and you go to grab it, and he basically almost does this whole holding it from behind him as to use his body to prevent you from going towards the book. As you stare at the book and you look at it, you hear those whispers crawling into the back of your head. And you look at it, and just the thought of wanting it, just the thought of holding the book, you watch as that book goes, and you watch it rip out of Joseph's hand and
Hey. I gotta tell you, I think reading more of that book is gonna kill you. Or get you killed.
you don't feel convoked to read it, but you just feel like you want to keep it.
I'm not gonna read it. It's mine, alright? I'll keep it.
Again, the verbiage you're using is, I don't think it's correct.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tuck it inside my coat.
So you tuck it inside your coat, you notice that Courtney kind of just like, as you see her hand slowly rising off of her gun. All right, well, let's just all stay, and you hear her phone start to.
Who's this at?
She looks, she's like, it was on the table. Where's my phone? And she starts looking around. Could everyone go ahead and give me a spot hidden?
I did not get it.
Roll for Courtney as well.
16, I guess.
I failed.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed.
You got Avery. You notice it right up next to the wall. You see it vibrating against the border of the wall.
I'm gonna go pick it up. Is there like a caller ID on it?
It does have a caller, but this is the older phones. It doesn't have a name. It just has a number. She goes, answer it, answer it.
Hello?
As you answer it, you hear heavy breathing coming over the phone. Sis, I need your help. I need your help real fucking bad. I am so fucked up.
I'll roll my eyes. I'm gonna hand it to her.
She grabs it and goes, hello? Tony? Tony, where are you? Tony, calm down. What? Okay, we're gonna come. We're on our way. Just stay there. Lock yourself in a room, stay there. That was Tony. He says he's at... I can't believe him saying this. He says he is at the radio station. He says that Kai took him there and now there's someone there with an axe trying to kill him.
So,
Am I aware if it's the same station that would be on the address?
Yeah, that would be the same radio station. Yeah.
Sounds similar. Oh shit! I told him to stay with us. I told him.
All right, I don't know about all of you, but I'm gonna go. If any of you want to come, that's fine.
I gotta go with. I got him into this mess. I wouldn't go into him. I gotta go with you.
I'm all for sticking together, but I don't know how much good I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
guys.
you look like shit.
You just notice as you're saying that, you feel this icy hand on your shoulder, and you notice that your brother's spirit kind of bends over towards you and goes, yeah, Yeah, you always were a coward. It makes sense that you'd want to stay here, where it's safe and warm. Let your friends go and die, like me.
All right. If you're gonna come with, you're gonna stay in the back, all right?
All right.
I think maybe we should just be dropping him off at a hospital.
We do that, he's a dead man.
This whole fucking thing is fucked up. I guess the sooner the better, right, Courtney?
Courtney's already got her coat on and she's grabbed her keys.
Are y'all
Should
really
we-
going back out there?
Should we grab your friend's coat if we're gonna leave, like just in case?
Yeah, and it's weird that he didn't take it in the first place.
Okay.
I saw my stiletto.
You
Assuming not.
Actually, no, you don't. That was actually.
Do I know if my uncle has any extra?
Yeah, you know that
Bladed weapons?
you can definitely grab a. If you're looking for a bladed weapon, you can find a combat knife.
I'll grab one and
But
slip
you do
that.
know your uncle does have firearms here too.
I still have mine, don't I?
You do.
Okay, I'll keep mine. I'll go grab one of his combat knives and just slip that in my boot and I'll
Okay.
go.
If there's any more painkiller, I'll take more of that.
You're gonna take more painkillers.
Yeah.
Could you go ahead and give me a Constitution save, please?
No, if it's my stuff, anyway. I didn't make it.
You didn't make it.
Well, about 8 points.
You grab that bottle and you notice that you popped it. You know you've already probably ate half a bottle, and the pain is still unbearable. You knock back more pills. You don't even grab anything to drink. You just chew on them until you swallow down the rest of it. And as you do, you notice that your brother is sort of looming over you. You think that's gonna help? You think just taking more? And as you feel that drug start to hit your bloodstream, you notice the image of your brother begins to fade away.
What the fuck are you laughing at?
Nothing. It's just really quiet. Quiet.
You good?
Yeah, but if we get in a fight though, like, what am I gonna do?
I'll just have you, I don't know.
You're not gonna be shooting any guns, it looks like.
Just stay back.
All right.
Stay in a corner somewhere. I don't know. Throw me ammunition. We'll find out.
That's your good hand, right?
I don't know which one's my good hand anymore.
Now, let's get going.
Are we still in the apartment?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab one of my uncle's guns and give it to him.
Okay, so if you're gonna grab one of Arnold's guns, you got a few options here. You could grab. There is a long-ranged rifle.
Okay.
There is a small arms. It appears to be a 45 caliber handgun, and then you also see that there is a submachine gun. Looks like an MP5.
Who the fuck does he have a submachine? I'm gonna pocket the 45 for myself, and I'll grab the long range, give it to him.
The rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take that, stay behind, try not to shoot us.
Okay. With the scope on it and everything.
Yeah.
So,
What's it got? Bullets? Bullets?
You look at it. It does appear to have that there are four bullets that are currently in the rifle at the moment, but that would be it.
Does he have more ammo lying around?
If you want to get a box of ammo,
I'll
he
grab
will
a
have.
box and
Okay.
your uncle got a arsenal sitting around here or what?
he's really paranoid about home safety.
You got anything else?
I mean, I'll show with a submachine gun.
So notice that there is a tactical MP5. You actually look at it. It has. It must be exported because it has a British flag on the side of it. Must be a decommissioned SAS submachine gun. There's 3 magazines with it.
You mind?
Go for it. I'm sure he has more somewhere.
I'll grab it. I'll grab the magazines.
Okay. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
as Courtney already heads out the door.
You sure you're good? You might have a bazooka lying around.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, let's go then.
As all of you head out, first thing that you notice is that the snow is getting difficult to trek through. Courtney stops at the bottom of the stairs, like, there's no way my car's gonna make it through this shit. We're gonna have to take that van.
It's fine. I can drive whatever. I just think it's one.
Whoever's got the keys, let's go.
I think I still would have.
Okay. As you move over and you get into the car and start her up, everyone else piles in the back.
While I'm in the back, is it one of those vans where there's not seats back there? It's just kind of open.
Yeah, it's got a cage. There is a cage in there, but other than that, there's no seats. There's no bucket seats or anything.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna draw with the gun and kind of keep watch at the back door.
Okay.
Before I get off and start driving, I'm gonna be like, everybody hang on, because this is gonna be a crazy ride. I'm gonna try to keep it as safe as possible. But
Go ahead and give me a drive check with a disadvantage dice.
yeah, that disadvantage fucked me. I'm gonna have to use 9 luck.
Okay. Benjamin was not wrong. As he takes off, you can tell that the van is struggling, even though it's 4-wheel drive. The snow is getting uneven, and on top of that, the wind has picked up, creating some deadly drifts that are across the roads. As you drive through the city, it looks like a wasteland. Sure, there may be some soft, warm lights illuminating within the apartments and buildings and homes around you, but many of the lights are dark. Many of the streets are barren. In fact, even the parked cars. Chicago, always so busy, so rustling with activity, is soulless. No one outside. Cars completely covered in snow, almost disappearing like large lumps or frozen teeth rising up from the ground.
As I'm driving, can I keep watch at the top of the buildings to see if I ever
You want to give me a spot hidden?
Keep a lookout.
You want to do that as well?
I actually got that. Got 36 out of 45.
14 out of 75.
Okay. Very nice. As you're driving through the city, you do not see anything on the rooftops. You do not see anything out of the ordinary. You get about a block away from the radio station. And as you turn down the street, you can see the radio station at the very end. It looks like portion of the streets that intersect have been blocked off and barricaded. Looks like there was a pretty bad accident. You can actually see what look like cop sirens currently rolling.
Are the cars still on? Can I see the smoke? Because I imagine it'd be cold enough.
As you drive by, it's actually interesting. Cop car's there. Lights are rolling. Squad car's door is open as well. No officer. It's a car that appears to be has T-boned another vehicle. Looks like it slid into it. You can see the steam rising up from the radiator. There's no EMTs. You don't see any civilians. It's like the officer showed up and they just all vanished.
Oh, the car's covered with snow at this point?
Barely.
Barely, so there's no footprints indicating like anybody walking.
You'd have
by.
to stop to get out.
No, I'm not doing that. I know better. I live in the Midwest. I know better.
You want to just drive by them?
Yeah.
You drive by as you look at this eerie sight. And you said you got how much?
I got, it was 14 out of 75.
Benjamin actually kind of tips you off to this. As he sees the squad car up ahead. Do you say anything?
I think we need to be careful. There's some weird shit going on still.
As he passes the vehicles, you come up to the back of the van as you look out the window and you stare. The moment you get to the other side, Benjamin wasn't able to see the other side of the car. You're able to see it. What you see is a large red smear on the opposite end of the squad car. From passenger door all the way to the tire, down onto the snow. A thick, sanguine, frozen pool drenched into the snow, but you do not see a body.
Yeah, I think we're a little past weird shit.
What do you mean weird shit?
That cop car that I just drove by, I wasn't gonna stop. I know better than that, but there was nobody there. Like, that cop car was barely covered. You saw that, right?
Yeah, and there was blood too.
There was blood.
Yeah.
Perfect.
At this point, Courtney just kind of speaks up and goes, "We can't worry about that right now. We need to get to the radio station." And she points up ahead as you can see the neon light on the radio tower. It's WGAD. You see three large. You see the three large lights that are illuminated, and one of them is out. You notice the one that's out keeps flashing in and out. It kind of does this strobe effect on the front of the building. As you park the van, you notice that Courtney opens up the door and she hops out. She immediately crosses her arms as the wind fills into the van. That little bit of heat that you got from the heater is struggling to stay on, struggling to even warm the inside of this van. It is most likely negative double digits at this point. As she gets out, you guys ready to go inside?
Yeah,
I'm hopping out.
right behind you.
As you all hop out, you make your way to the radio station. As you get to the front door, you can see that the door is actually open and there's a wind blowing snow into the front of the building. It looks as though it's possibly a lobby. The lights are off on the first floor, but you can see on the second floor there's a few random lights on different buildings. As you all look up, can I please get a spot hidden again?
Yeah, I didn't get that one either.
32 out of 75.
Didn't get it.
98.
You got it?
Yep, 32 out
Anyone
of
else get it?
75.
I didn't
Okay.
get it.
First thing that you spot is up on the roof, you actually see what looks like a helicopter. It looks like there's one sitting on a landing pad. Must be part of the new renovation to turn this into a TV station. You actually see the WUAG symbol on the side of the chopper. Currently looks off, it's covered in snow. However, as you look past it, for a moment you saw something streak across the sky. Felt a little, almost a shake on the ground. Strange. Looked both ways and nothing.
Like in the sky, like a plane.
Not a plane, it was closer. More like not as high as the actual radio tower, right about midway of the radio tower. And whatever it was, it looked large though. Maybe the size of an elephant?
Pull it back. Hey man, we need to get in here.
Yeah. All right. Get out and I start clearing the room.
All right.
And I'm gonna shut the door.
So you walk in, you're gonna close the lobby door?
Yeah.
Okay. As you all make your way into the lobby, as the doors close. You see this dark, empty room. No signs of life. You see the desk in front appears to be empty. There's no receptionist. There's 2 hallways that go on the right and the left. As you look down, you can see appears to be almost like kind of like how a class or a school is designed, where there's rooms adjacent to the hallway on both sides. You notice that Courtney goes, I'm gonna try to call Tony.
I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Why don't you just send him a text message?
Okay.
Probably not alone in this building. If there's a man run through with an axe, it might be a little more than that.
Okay. Let's he's not responding. Let's
We'll find him. All right?
How big is the building?
From the look on the outside, it looked fairly large.
How large is fairly large?
I would say probably about the size of what looks like a high school.
For a radio station?
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's 2003.
I don't get that.
And it's also currently being renovated to become a TV station headquartered.
Radio used to be big back in the day. Not so much
Not
anymore.
that big.
Till radio killed.
If you're Howard Stern.
Yeah, if you were to think of it, I'm trying to think of a building I can relate it to. It's actually, okay, the viewers won't know this, but very much like the middle school down the road.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense than high school.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'll take point on this. Courtney, if you can get my back on this.
Yeah, you notice that she pulls out her gun. Notice that she checks her ammo. Are we splitting up? Are we staying together? What's going on?
Let's stick together.
Yeah, I feel much safer sticking together. Especially
Right.
with him. I don't want him to get in any more trouble.
You take point then.
All right. Anybody else holding peace?
I'm no good with firearms. You know that. You saw that.
Okay. Why don't you stick with Kenneth here? Make sure he doesn't pass out.
Do you have anything on you?
No. I wouldn't be able to use it anyway. I'm a terrible shot. The only reason why I saved him was
No weapons at all? You just... nothing?
shit happens, shit happens.
You notice that Courtney pulls out another pistol. It's really simple. You point this end and you pull the trigger. Everything on the bad end dies.
Safety.
Yeah. See the red switch right there.
Red is dead.
Okay. So, how about this? It was gonna be me, Courtney, and Avery here. We'll take point. We'll clear rooms. You two hang in the back. We find Tony. We secure him. You make sure he stays safe. All right?
Yeah.
Any opposition we find, we'll take care of and eliminate.
Okay,
Let's get going.
let's go. At this point, the group begins to move in a fashion. Joseph taking lead, he's sort of directing the whole movement through the building, checking the rooms one by one, clearing them. As you go through, empty, empty, empty. Notice that you don't seem to find any signs of Tony or any signs of any sort of hostile. You eventually get to the end of the hallway and you can, looks like, take a staircase up. Looks like there is a pretty linear layout. The hallways go from one end of the building to the other, and at each side there's a stairwell that apparently zigzags back and forth as you go up. Each side, as soon as you get up to the second floor, you notice that instead of a reception lobby area, it looks like cubicles and offices move into the center of the building. Do you all continue clearing?
Yeah, at this point when it starts splitting off, I'm gonna go to the back. I'm not gonna stay in the front.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the back?
I'm gonna follow behind those two.
Okay,
Because now there's opportunity for someone to sneak up behind you.
let me make a few rolls. As you're moving through, Avery, you hear it first since you're in the back. You hear the sound, ceiling tile above you fall down behind you. You whip around and you look and you see the dark opening. You see 2 feet begin to slowly raise down or lower down. Look as they hit the ground. You notice that an individual holding what looks like either some sort of support beam. See a middle-aged man, beard, shaggy hair, appears to be wearing what looks like overalls.
I'm gonna whistle as soon as I start seeing this, catch their attention.
As you whistle, everyone snaps around. You see this image. He appears to be wearing this like red button-up undershirt, jean overalls or denim overalls. You see in his other hand that appears to be what looks like a fireman's axe.
What the fuck?
You recognize it as Stephen Hughes.
Pull it to semi, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this once. You're gonna drop that axe.
What the fuck, man?
Notice as he starts to do this dry heave. See
Yeah, fuck that.
plumes of breath start to come out. He starts to walk.
Take my shot.
As you shoot, go ahead and roll your firearms.
I don't like this at all.
I got behind you guys.
True.
I hate to see how you guys would shoot at this thing.
True.
No finger.
He rolled 100 on his stealth.
Just throw the gun in.
Oh, yikes.
I'm gonna push the roll on that. Better. 43 out of 65.
43 out of 65. Okay. So I got the damage for the submachine gun. So, and you're doing semi-auto.
Yep.
So 1 bullet. Okay. As soon as you fire, you see it, the bullet make contact. You see as he looks back, you landed it straight in the cheek. Except you don't see blood. It looks as though you shot right into a ice sculpture. You see cracked skin going up the side of his face. Chunks of ice appear to be missing.
Switch out the auto.
And he charges.
I'm gonna
Shoot.
grab Ken and I'm gonna like
Okay,
pull
so
him.
we're gonna go ahead and do initiative at this point.
Has initiative.
So you should have a
Isn't it your move rate? The last time we did, I think you did.
yeah, it has a right, yeah, where your move rate is. You should have your
9.
yep. Right under your characteristics.
So move rate is what it is. So 8.
Okay. What'd you have?
I have 9.
9.
9.
8.
Okay, cool. So he is going to go first.
I'm missing a finger. You guys go first.
All right, so he is going to, as he charges up, he actually goes to swing on Avery. Avery, at this point, you can either run, fight back, or you can dodge.
I'll dodge.
You're gonna dodge?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Give me a dodge roll.
Nope. That's a big fat no.
What'd you get?
I got a no.
Yeah, but I need to know what
How
you got.
bad?
Yeah.
68 out of 25.
Okay.
So just barely.
Well, you have succeeded far better than how his attack. He rolled an 88. So as he runs up and goes to swing on you, he brings the axe up and you see it slam down and strike the floor, and you watch it breaks and shatters the tile. Now at this point, the three of you all have the same initiative order, so we'll go ahead and we're just gonna go in clockwise order. So we're gonna start with Avery.
Where's he at compared to me now?
Right in front of you.
Okay. I'm gonna try shooting. What the fuck, dude? So no, I missed.
So as you pull your firearm up to start shooting at him, you completely miss your shot. Kenneth.
So he started pulling me away.
Still your turn.
I'm gonna work the strap off my shoulder. Is there anything I could prop it up against to hold it and try to aim down?
In this hallway? No.
Okay.
You could prop it off of Benjamin's shoulder.
Hey, can you stand still for a minute? Okay, just keep facing him.
Ken, you don't know.
And I put it up on his shoulder.
Ken, you don't have a trigger finger, Ken.
Just
I have a middle finger, and I'll pull that. Just stand still. I'm gonna try to take a shot. And then I line up a shot through the scope.
I'm gonna cover my
Cover
ears.
your ears?
Yeah.
Smart.
And then,
I was gonna punish you for that.
Yeah, I know better.
and then when I get a shot, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Fuck.
Now, I'm gonna need you to do a firearms with 2 disadvantage dice. One for being propped up on his shoulder, the other one for having your trigger finger gone, and I'm not even gonna give you another disadvantage for his arms being in the way. So go ahead and roll your firearms.
With 2 disadvantage?
2 disadvantage.
So I'm rolling 3.
2, no.
3 100s, yes.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Come on, bro.
I don't know.
That is a good question. Why aren't you doing
zeros.
this?
3 zeros. Let's go.
If it was handgun, I'd be good, but I didn't get it. I missed.
You missed?
Yeah. It would have been. I needed 25 for a rifle, and I got 66.
Okay. As soon as you go to fire, you guys see the muzzle flash coming from behind you. A bullet whips by, damn near hitting you in the head. As you hear the whistle of the bullet, you turn back and look and see Kenneth shooting the gun in the most impractical, unsafe possible way you could.
What the fuck are you doing?
That brings us to Benjamin's turn.
Get it off his shoulder.
All right, then as soon as that's done, I'm grabbing him by the shoulders and like trying to drag him. Like, we need to go, Ken.
Do you resist?
No. I know.
Okay.
It's for my best.
So, you grab him and you drag him. You trying to pull him away from the
Yeah.
fight?
I'm trying to pull. If there's any other, because I
Could
don't
you
know.
please go ahead and give me a... I'll tell you what. Give me just a straight percentile roll, and I will tell you what happens.
23.
Very well. Pull him away. Ken following along with you. You see another door to get at least clear of this situation. As soon as you shoulder through the door, Kenneth and you both go in and hit the ground. You look around the room. It appears to be huge open circular room that's currently got plastic tarps lined up on the wall. It looks like they're currently remodeling this room in particular. You'd actually see where they have the set built for the new newscasters that are going to be using this room for their broadcasting. And that's when you see everything. There's these strange statues. They don't look like people. They look like big domes. They look like large oval domes. They're everywhere in the room.
Fuck.
Currently, back over here,
Oh, cool.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna take a shot. Full auto.
Okay.
Is there anything I need to specify before I go full auto?
No, you just need to say you're going to unload the clip.
Okay, I'm going to unload the clip. Out of 65.
Very nice. You watch as Joseph brings his MP5 up, aims down sight, and you center body mass. He holds the trigger, following the recoil up until it hits the Steven in the head. Each bullet makes contact. Each bullet, you see the fragmentation of ice shattering off of his body as he recoils from the kinetic energy. You see splinters of it flying off as you hear the click, 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 click. You put down the MP5 to look at the damage, and you see this hollowed out chest cavity, this broken in face. You don't see eyes, a mouth, a nose anymore. Just a hollowed husk of a human shell as it stands there and moves forward to strike. It goes to swing on you, Joseph. You can either fight back or dodge or run.
I'm gonna try to dodge it.
Okay.
$29 out of 65.
Okay. You beat his margin by a fairly good deal. As he goes to swing on you, you actually duck underneath it as you actually feel the axe clip the back of your hood and rip it right off as his axe sticks into the side of the wall. You hear him pull it back out as he turns and looks. Avery, your turn.
Nothing. I'm good. Forget I'm even here.
Avery, are you shooting again?
Yeah, I got 66, 40.
Okay. Avery brings up her pistol, fires another shot. You watch both rounds ring over his shoulder as they strike into the wall. Ken, you're able to gather your composure as you look around the room, and you start to see these same oval-shaped statues that Benjamin saw. What would you like to do?
I would like to. Is the rifle bolt action?
It is bolt action.
And I'm gonna prop it up like against the floor, and then my leg, and I'm going to just work it with my good hand that I can use, and bolt it, reload it basically, and I'm gonna shoulder it while we're looking around. I don't imagine we're in a better place than we were.
Are we
That's gonna be his turn. What's your turn?
It doesn't really matter, Ken. I need you to listen to me. Remember what I said when we got in the car? That
You hear a hey, hey! You look around and you see Tony hiding under one of the tables. Come on, get over here.
I don't know.
You're gonna drag him with you?
I'm gonna drag him with me.
Okay. As he grabs you and drags you, you are in excruciating pain. Could you please give me a Constitution save, please?
Can I finish the sentence that I was?
Sure.
Okay, as we're moving. I don't know if that's Steven that I remember, but Steven's the one who killed your family. Your brother, remember? That was Steven. So where you're at right now, you are not fit to take on this. I'm gonna say that as I'm
As soon
pulling
as,
him.
okay, you said that as you were pulling him?
Yeah, as I was pulling him.
So, as he kind of is just nodding his head, moving over, you notice that the door that you just came in kind of opens up as well. As you notice Courtney kind of moves back into the room as she's looking out and staring at the fight that's going on. She looks over towards the two of you moving, and she sees Tony. She yells, "Tony!" And she runs over up behind you guys. You notice as soon as he sees Court, he goes, "Oh, thank God you guys are here. I need someone to come with me. Fast. Like, really fast. Who can move fast?" And you notice that you both, Courtney and you, look at Ken, and he's not in the position to be sprinting.
Yeah.
Courtney looks at you and just goes, "Go with Tony, I'll stay with Ken."
Yeah, I got that. You gonna be good?
Yeah.
You gonna be good to take care of him?
Are you gonna be better with a gun?
I'll do my best.
And as you take off with Tony, Tony goes moves over, and you follow him around the plastic tarp as you run up to the room. He stops and he looks towards you. He's like, "Don't touch the eggs.
I wasn't planning on it. I've seen aliens.
This isn't aliens, man. This is not fucking aliens.
No fucking shit.
I mean, maybe it is aliens, but...
Tony, now is not the time. I've seen some shit tonight. What do you need to show me?
Okay. You notice that he pushes through the tarp. You see on the other end of the room is a staircase that goes up. He looks towards you. The elevators are not working. It's the only staircase to get up further. But we really can't. Takes his finger and you see him go. You look up and you see the glass dome in the center of the room. This glass dome has should be covered completely in snow, except part of that glass has been shattered in, and you can see snow drifting into the center of the room. As you look up, you see a hole in this dome with snow coming down, and you don't know what the fuck he's pointing at.
Tony, you're gonna have to...
You look back again and you stare, and you see this shadow loom over, this quick flashing shadow, until that shadow comes back. You watch as this horse-like head moves down through the hole about 6 feet. You see it stop in this long serpent-like neck with this horse-like head. It seems to move back and forth. Looks like some sort of creature is now staring at these mounds within the room. We gotta get upstairs. I don't know how to get past that thing. Meanwhile, back to Joseph's turn.
So, I'm not even gonna... So you just swung at me, unloaded the clip. I'm gonna try to get the axe away from him.
You try to grab it that way, right from him?
Yeah.
Okay, so that, just go ahead and do a strength check. Do it against him as well.
50 out of 55.
Okay. As you lock up and you grab the axe in his hands, you realize that he is not humanly strong. He is inhumanly strong. As soon as you grab the axe from him, you notice he just raises his arms up and your feet go off the ground like with ease as he holds you up, and you just see this plume of breath coming out of this hole in his face as he starts to shake and thrash you back and forth. It's your turn, Avery.
I'm gonna try to kick his legs out from under him.
And you want to run up and just boom, go ahead and kick up the back of the legs. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that he can't dodge. So if you just go ahead and give me a
Brawl?
brawl, yeah.
Three.
A 3. Okay.
I kick his legs off at his knees.
You watch as Avery goes up, as he's holding you. You see he pulls you down close as his breath plumes into your face, and you feel it. It's like hot steam as it hits your face. You almost like to move your eyes back. It's like staring over a pot of boiling water. It's uncomfortable. And then with an instant, you hear the sound of this ice shattering as Avery does this roundhouse low kick, and you watch as his left leg shatters from the knee. And you watch as he drops you, and he moves over to one side, and he tumbles and falls onto his back. Meanwhile, Kenneth, is there anything you'd like to do as Courtney is guarding you? Okay. Benjamin.
I'm gonna be like 20. You're good with a gun, right?
Of course, I'm a kind of drug dealer.
I'm gonna hand him the gun. I feel like we need to create some sort of diversion. The only thing we got are these eggs. Do you think this thing is like their mother or something? Like, what is this?
It knows if you touch them.
How fast is it?
I don't want to find out.
How the fuck are we gonna get past it? Do you have an idea? You've been here longer than I have.
Okay, you run. I'll just shoot at it.
Your sister's gonna kill me if you die. You know that, right?
Okay, well, look at it this way. If I die, I won't have to worry about her killing me.
Tony. Fine.
On three. Here we go. Here we go. You notice that head kind of moves back in and starts doing this low grumbling growl as he and he like whoops it way out and starts firing his rounds up at the creature. You see it and starts screeching. Could you go ahead and give me a dex roll?
I'm pushing my roll.
Okay. You know, if you fail it, something bad happens.
Yeah, I got 100.
Oh.
And I'm well, actually, no, I failed it. It's critical.
Okay.
By 6, I only have 4 left.
So, as soon as he fires off, you notice that Benjamin breaks out, starts running into the room. As you run, you actually see one of these eggs begin to shake. And as soon as you pass it, you watch as this head breaks out of this egg, as this mucus and egg fluid slaps up against the side of your body. This mouth comes out and takes a chomp at the closest thing near it. So it is getting to take a good old bite out of Benjamin. Okay. Just doing that to see how much the damage is. You go ahead and take 4 points of damage. As this head comes out and you feel it latch onto your forearm, you see its teeth dig into your flesh and begin to tear and maul and rip. As it pulls from your left arm, you can feel your arm literally shredded from the wound. But you continue to move past it and you get to the stairs. As Tony, you hear his firing stop and he starts to run back as you hear him going, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck!
Yeah, I'm booking it towards the stairs still.
You get to the stairs. You make your way up. At this point, you can feel the hot blood dripping down to your fingers as you make your way up the steps.
And I'm like putting pressure on him, like holding.
Okay, if you want to do that, go ahead and give me a first aid roll.
Oh wow, I got it. 12 out of 30. Wow. Why didn't I get that last roll?
Okay. As you go ahead and put pressure on it, you start to feel you can feel like you're at least slowing down the flow of blood. Go ahead and heal 1 point. Back to Joseph.
Alright, so, does this thing have legs still or what?
It's got one leg. Avery kicked the other leg off.
So, did he, his grip on his axe loosen up?
He's holding it in one hand. So he's on his back.
We're still in the stairwell, aren't we?
No, you're in the hallway.
In the hallway?
Nope.
So I'm gonna try to take while he's still holding the axe, I'm gonna try to
Grab behind him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to just forcefully As I bring the axe up, I want to pull down on the lower end and pull the axe towards him, so he's gonna like basically hit himself with the axe. And then
Okay. I'll tell you what. That's kind of a finesse thing. Well, I'll let you use strength. Do a strength roll against strength roll, and I'll give him a disadvantage die for being one-armed.
I'll use my last 2 luck.
You all out of luck?
Yep. And that puts me at exactly 55.
Okay. As you grab it and you yank it, you actually feel him fight back. You actually get lucky enough that it looks like his hand actually slips on the ice itself as you pull, and as you do, the edge and the corner of the axe actually catches his head, and you watch as his head shatters into pieces, and the rest of the body goes limp. You watch as it begins to crumble and break. You watch as it dissolves. As soon as it dissolves, though, it turns into this steaming pile of liquid before you watch as it just quickly cools and turns into a sheen of ice.
Could I make a roll, like an intelligence roll or something, to kind of put like 2 and 2 together as far as the amount of heat that's coming off this cold body and the officer leaving his coat behind it and being relieved warm?
I'll tell you what, you go ahead and give me an intelligence roll.
Don't get it.
Okay. Avery, you watch as this fight ends. Could both of you give me a sanity roll? And could you give me a sanity roll as well? Not you. You didn't see anything.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yes.
I didn't get it.
I say we can.
Did not get it.
Did not get it? Okay. So, the 3 of you are all going to take 3 points of sanity damage. Benjamin, you do not know how to rationalize what you just saw, as what it looked like is some sort of prehistoric creature literally shredding your arm. It looks as though the individual has been dispatched at the moment.
So, this rifle I have, does it have a sling on it?
The MP5?
Yeah.
It does have a sling.
I'm gonna sling it behind me, I'm gonna pick the axe up. Alright, so I guess fucking bullets don't work on these things.
Too bad we didn't bring any Molotov cocktails.
Yeah. By the way, fancy Fist of Fury shit you got there, so.
Thanks, I practiced.
Okay, let's find the others.
You remember hearing the door that they went through? You push through and make your way over.
Yep.
As soon as you open up the door, you go in there and you see Kenneth sitting on the ground. You notice that Courtney's next to him. You notice as soon as you guys come through, she quickly
Whoa.
you scared the shit out of me. Is fucking Jack dead?
Yeah, we took care of him.
Where's Benny?
Benjamin ran off. Tony had to show him something. I don't know where they went, but I just heard something. I swear to God, gunfire just went off.
Alright.
You all remember hearing the gunfire as well. Meanwhile, upstairs, you made your way to the 3rd floor.
It's gonna be fucking worth it.
As you get to the 3rd floor, you hear what sounds like wood being broken, and you hear shouting. Do you go?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
So you make your way over, you get to what looks like the center of the hallway before that room opens up into the cubicles and the offices. As soon as you walk in, you can see there's a little lobby. And as you take a glance in there, do you want to walk in or are you going to peek in?
I'm peeking.
Okay. As you peek in and you look around the corner, you actually see it looks like Kai moving off of the reception desk and making his way forward. You watch as he throws a punch and he lands and makes contact with Kai. As you watch both of them fighting each other. As they go back and forth, they're blow after blow. It seems you actually watch as a few times they actually go to do the exact same movement before their fists hit. Like they're mirroring each other. You know, so one of them goes, "Who the fuck are you?" The other goes, "Who the fuck are you?" As they grab each other and they go back and forth. What you do?
I don't know if there's anything I can do.
Which one's the real one, Chad? It's that time of the game.
I'm gonna walk in and be like, Kai, what the fuck?
You notice that both of them stop and they look towards you. Shoot him! And they say it in unison.
There it is.
I don't have a fucking gun. What? I literally just walked in
You
here.
do have a gun. Courtney gave you a gun.
I gave it to Tony.
That's right, you did. That's right, you did. As soon as that happens, they both look at each other and go, in unison, they say, "You knew my father!"
Yeah, no shit. Everybody that's around here knows that I know your fucking father.
Again, as they speak in unison, "He's not the real one!"
You know what?
Meanwhile,
Yeah, take this chance to think about this one.
downstairs,
We can't leave him alone. We're gonna go find him.
Are you, in any shape to come with? You want to stick back here?
I'll stick with you guys. Just maybe a little bit away from you guys, you know.
Yeah, try not to, shoot at me again.
Yeah, no problem.
Great.
It was a warning shot. I was letting that guy know. Yeah, I will have it again.
you notice that Courtney goes, I don't know what it was, but Tony was freaked out about something over there. I swear I heard growling. At this moment, as you guys stop, you actually hear what sounds like something wet.
Oh, that's
What the fuck is that?
fuck.
You guys move through the tarp.
Oh, I want to peek.
You peek through the tarp. You see what looks like a. It's pretty small. It's this, looks like this strange reptilian-like creature. It's about the size of a full-grown male, human male. It has this fin on its back that runs down its spine, these large wings that are connected to its hands like a wyvern. It has this long, elongated serpent-like neck and this horse-like head with these razor-sharp teeth. You can see it's currently chewing on something. You see Tony down up against an egg as he looks over towards all of you. As he sees you peek through, his eyes are just wide like a ghost.
And I'm just gonna slowly put it back. Okay. I'm spin around. There's a horse snake dragon man out there.
Does it look like it's made of ice?
It did not look like it was made out of ice.
It's just scales and snake and horse head and the guy.
Okay,
all
so
in one.
I don't need no fucking axe.
I'm gonna swing the M4 over and I'm gonna load in a new magazine.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, that's whatever.
Why not a dragon? Dragon the Snake Man.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, upstairs, you were to say something.
You know what? Where'd you go that night? You were there at the museum. Where'd you go?
As soon as you say that, they go in unison. They go, "I ran into him." And as soon as they say that, you see behind them, you see Avery. You notice that she looks towards you, goes, watch as Avery walks up. You see her put a gun to the back of one of their heads, and you watch as one of the brains scatter across the ground, and they hit ground.
What the fuck? No, this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, what?
Speak to him as though you're Avery.
What the fuck is happening?
Avery, what the fuck?
I have no context. What that?
Just go with it.
Why'd I do
Just
that?
go with it.
Help me.
Hey, how the fuck did you get up here?
I don't know. I blacked out. Jesus, this is so fucked up. I shot him.
Yeah, you just shot one of them.
Is there like brain matter and stuff in my gun?
Yep.
Well, I'm just gonna take my coat and start cleaning it off.
No.
Yes, the guy stops and goes, oh, good job. Where's the rest of them?
No. I've seen movies. This is not. Nope. No.
No. What are you talking about?
What's wrong?
You know me.
I know for a fact you are down there. You are not up here. There's no other way to get up here. That's what Tony told me.
How did you get up here?
I'm gonna turn around, or like not turn around, but like motion to the fucking steps.
You actually had to walk down the hallway before you came in here. You don't know for sure, but there could have been a roundabout, but I don't know. It's iffy.
I came down the same way you did. What are you so upset for? I took care of the problem. It's gone now.
No, I'm turning and running.
You're gonna
I'm
run?
going back down the stairs.
Oh, I shoot him.
Okay. As soon as you go to run,
What the fuck?
go ahead and roll your firearms.
I'm not gonna shoot.
I'm gonna shoot.
You're making me?
If you're making you shoot.
Dude, this is what you are doing right now is super
But
fucked up.
I did
and
run.
love
You
it.
are gonna run, yes.
I hope this is anything but a 0 for your sake.
Was it a 0?
Of course you would roll a 1
I'm my
when
best
you're
me when I'm evil me.
evil. So you are running.
I got exactly 70.
So I am going to allow you to...
Oh, wait. No. For firearms?
It'd be firearms.
I miss. I was looking at the wrong thing. I missed. I
I
got
thought you
40.
rolled a 1.
No, 70.
No,
I was looking at the wrong stat.
Oh, okay.
It's 40 for firearms, so I missed. I got 70.
Okay, so as you see Avery, as you start to look
That kind of sucks.
strange and back up, you notice that Avery raises her gun and starts firing at you as the bullets fly and hit the drywall next
As
to
I'm
you.
turning around, I'm gonna be like, I fucking knew it! And I'm running down the stairs.
You turn and you start running. As you get to the stairs, you look at the stairs and you see this looking up the stairs, sniffing the blood trail. As it starts to slowly move its winged arms up the stairs, you look behind you and you see Avery coming out, reloading her gun. You are in a rock and a hard place, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Take comfort in the fact that I'm rolling for evil. Okay?
I'm gonna start
You'll be
pushing
okay.
You're gonna push in?
in. Yeah.
As soon as you push in, you do not see this dragon horse serpent thing that Avery just
Dragon horse
said.
snake man.
But you do see what looks like this broken open egg and this mucus that's spilled out all over the ground.
Do I see Tony?
You see Tony, his eyes still wide up, and just looks towards you and goes,
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna look up.
as soon as you look up, you stop and you kind of freeze as a moment as you see what looks like this 30, maybe 30-foot long neck and head pushing through the opening of this broken dome, sniffing and looking back and forth, and you watch as it stops and see its eyes make contact with you, and you feel exactly how one would feel if they ran across a tiger or a shark or a bear in its natural environment, and it sees you. You watch as its head, as it starts to hiss. You know, unload?
Yeah, unload.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
I added 65 right on the dot. So
You watch as this creature almost like has this like Godzilla-like screech. This. It goes to reach down. You watch as glass shatters in as this creature breaks the dome. Glass begins to pour down as this creature rolls its way over, and you see it in its full form. It is larger than an elephant. It is massive. And as it lands down into the room, it moves its head towards you and opens, and as you unload your clip, see if it dodges it. Okay. You lay into it. You watch the bullets pelt off of its face. You see blood and flesh begin to peel away and peel back as it recoils from the blast of fire. You watch as it serpentines back and it starts covering its face with its large body. Meanwhile, Benjamin, you hear the sound of gunfire and flash as the creature for a moment stops and looks back behind it.
Can I take that opportunity to delay? I'm going, like, either way, I'm fucked.
Are you gonna try to run past the creature?
Can I do that?
You sure can.
I'm gonna do that.
Woo! Here we go. Let's put some hair on your chest.
Because that thing is distracted at the very least.
It is distracted at the moment.
So, like, I could take that opportunity.
Go ahead.
What am I?
We're gonna do a dex.
Yeah, I got 14 out of 80.
14 out of 80? Okay. You actually, as you look both ways and you see the creature turn, you notice that Avery raises her gun and starts firing at you. As you duck from the fire, you make your way down the stairs, and as soon as you do, you get about 10 feet away from the creature before you see its head whip back towards you, and you take this jump. Could you roll jump for me? Jump is a stat.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that.
You didn't get it?
No, I didn't.
Okay. As you go to jump, you notice that this creature's head comes out, and actually, the bite misses you, but you land on its body and boom, and you hit the back of it, and you roll and tumble off its back as you hit the stairs and fall the rest of the way down until you get to the foot of the steps. You are going to take 2 points of damage. As you do, you actually feel your rib sort of crack and break as you hit the side of the ground. You notice that your arm is still bleeding profusely, but as you get up at the bottom of the room, you notice this creature turns around and starts making its way towards you, and you look into the room and you see this massive one standing there. As on the other side of it, you see Joseph currently reloading his magazine. We are going to put us back now into the initiative order, starting with Avery.
Which one?
Real Avery.
Okay. Right.
Yep, you're going
Oh
first.
dear. What's in front of me? What?
Currently, a giant, what looks like a dragon, is currently spinning and twirling within the room, trying to stop the bullets from hitting its face.
Okay. I guess I'll shoot at that.
Okay, go ahead and roll your firearms. At this point, you guys will all have a bonus advantage die on this since it is such a large target.
I miss. I fired a miss. I fired a miss again.
Somehow, Avery is just shaken, whether it's through the shock or the pure terror that's happening. But you hear whispers. You hear this scratch at the back of your skull. And it's this call that the book can help. This book can help you. As you fire your shot and miss both of them. Kenneth.
I pull off the rifle. Does anybody want to use this?
As soon as you yell that off, you notice that Courtney grabs it from your hand. You notice that she looks at the gun, and she's going to take your turn there. So she's going to go ahead and roll her shot. Bonus die. I'm going to push the roll.
Was it 100?
It was 100.
Hate to see it.
Okay. Yep. That was a 99. You watch as she goes to fire on it. Click, click, click. Fuck, it's jammed. You notice that she looks towards the gun and she starts trying to dislodge the bullet. Benjamin,
Yeah, I'm still running.
which way are you gonna run? You gonna run in towards the big dragon?
I would imagine it's not paying attention to me.
It currently spun around
Oh, wait,
because
even though-
he fired at it, so it turned to avoid the bullets. It's looking at you.
All right, so whichever way it turned, I'm gonna continue running the way that it's turning. I'm gonna be
So
like,
you're gonna run along the right wall?
yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Oh god, I don't have the.
Okay. Tell you what, go ahead and give me another dex.
I'm gonna push my roll. I got a. And I'm gonna use 3 luck. Can I use luck on this?
You cannot use luck on push your rolls.
Okay, then I failed that one too.
Okay.
With 80. I literally failed it by 3.
Wait a minute.
Here we go. You watch as Benjamin takes a right and follows the wall. You notice this creature follows you, its head rears out and goes to snatch at you. You watch as this creature's mouth crunches down onto Benjamin's body, and you watch Benjamin begin to get raised off the ground as you feel its teeth sinking into your stomach. It is going to do. How much health do you have left?
I have 7.
It does 6 points of damage. As you feel this creature's mouth crush into your lungs, you actually spit up blood. Avery, or it's actually your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna load the last clip on him.
Okay.
Get an advantage die on it. Okay.
31 out of 65.
31 out of 65? Okay. You start unloading the clip into the back of this beast as you see the bullets ripping through its flesh. You see it open its jaw and you fall out. You actually hit the wall and slide down and hit the ground. As soon as you do, you look down and you can see that your stomach is torn open and blood is leaking all over your body. As soon as he hits the ground and you can see him, you're not even sure if he's alive after what you just saw crush down onto him. The creature then turns and makes its look back towards you. As soon as you got done with your spray of bullets, though, you actually notice the bullets clip off of what looks like these large acetylene or propane tanks that are set up within the room. It looks like they've been doing welding in the construction of it. You actually look around and notice that there are multiple large propane tanks in the room. So, this is going to bring it towards the creature's turn. It is going to bite down towards you. You're going to dodge, fight back. What are you going to do?
22 dodge.
You gonna dodge? Okay.
Out of 65.
Okay, as the creature goes to snap down over you, you duck underneath it, avoiding its body. You look across the room as you can see this smaller one starting to turn and make its way in the room. And that's when you catch a glimpse of Avery on the other side of the room coming down the stairs with a pistol. You actually have to stop and double take and look quickly behind you and see Avery's currently standing right next to you.
I need someone to go get Benjamin over there. I got this thing distracted. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, but Avery, you got a twin.
Avery, you look across the room and you see yourself coming down the stairs. It's your turn.
around, notice all the chaos, and the save Benjamin. I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna pull the book out.
Okay.
Start flipping through it. Try reading it again.
Go ahead and give me an occult roll.
Yes. 35. It's a 10, so I'm going to use luck points.
Okay. So, if you're going to use the rest on luck, take one -1 magic point and -1 health. You watch as Avery grabs the book, and as she opens it and begins to read from it, she looks and you hear that sound, that alien jargon begin to spew out like this insistent, benevolent rhetoric. You watch as the TV screens in the room begin to shake and break off from their fixtures. You watch as light poles and tools and equipment begin to rise off the ground, and like a magnet towards the creature, you watch as they begin to pelt and rip at this creature like this tornado of debris starts tearing into it. You watch as the creature lets out this roar as it turns and looks towards the creature, the flying debris, snapping and biting at it. That's going to be your turn. Kenneth.
I'm hiding.
You currently are hiding under a table, and it's pretty tight because Tony is currently hiding right next to you. You notice that Tony looks at you like, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked.
I agree.
There's not much I can do. It's just gonna be up against the wall like, fuck, this is how I die. My stomach is ripped open. What am I gonna do? Put pressure on my stomach?
You can still move.
I'm gonna like flip over onto my stomach and just like start trying to
Crawl. Okay. At this point, are you gonna try to flee from the scene?
I'm just trying to get back to everybody else.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming I can see them.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you flee, essentially run. You on your stomach, you actually crawl over. As soon as you and Tony see Benjamin come into view, you see him battered and bloodied. Both of you crawl out and grab him and pull him into the underneath the table where you guys are hiding.
I'm in a bad way, guys.
Oh, dude, fuck, you. Oh god, is this hurt? Is it hurt? Oh, that was stupid.
No, Tony,
you
it
gotta do
doesn't
something.
fucking hurt.
Yeah.
You think this would be a cool story, but I don't know if I'll be able to get out of this.
Okay. After your turn, it's gonna go back to your turn actually.
Gordon, can I see that rifle, please?
You notice that Courtney throws you over the rifle. As soon as you do, you grab it. You notice that she just dislodged the bullet.
I'm gonna take a shot at one of
The closest tank to the creature.
Okay. Go ahead and
I'm gonna try to
roll
set it
firearms.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to set it off. Let's see here. $63 out of 65.
Okay. As you take that shot, that bullet whips through. This higher power round, normally smaller ammunition, you're not going to shoot through a propane tank casing. However, with your precise accuracy and your shot and the high caliber of this rifle, you watch as it breaks through that nozzle and sparks. And instantly, you hear an explosion as it boom blows throughout the room. There is a massive fireball. You guys are safe because you currently are down. Courtney, Avery,
Another
Joe.
Avery?
I'll be rolling for them as well. Can you guys go ahead and give me a dex roll?
The next week.
You haven't. Have you made a single roll today? Other than the kick. The kick. You did the kick.
I did that badass kick, so yeah.
I'm gonna push the roll.
Okay.
Son of I think that's a fail. I can't tell the 9 from the 6 on this die.
Usually one has a line.
Okay.
Yeah, for the hundreds, I might don't have lines on them.
That's a 9. That one's a 9. The other one's a 6.
Okay. So this is a 6?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so 61 out of 70?
So you succeeded?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'll be like, okay, something bad's gonna happen. All right. As this fireball explodes, shrapnel flies and rings throughout the room. You cover your face and bend down as the explosion rings out. You watch as Avery flies across the room and smashes up against the wall. Caught in the fireball and the explosion, you see Avery ignite into flames and fire as her hair and her skin melts and burns from her body, and she hits the ground and crumbles into ice. During this time, the other Avery, you rear back from the fireball as the shrapnel explodes throughout the room. Some piece of jagged metal flies and right above your knee sticks into your leg. Take 1 point of damage.
We're all messed up now. Yes.
You notice that as the fireball recedes, this creature looks back towards you, its side burned and charred. You can see now the flames have spread. The roof, the ceiling of the room is now on fire, and you actually see that the fire has spread behind you as well. You can see multiple other tanks are currently now consumed and engulfed in fire. It is only a matter of time before the rest of these start going off.
So I'm gonna flee.
You're gonna try to flee?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
You notice that
I don't know if I can get out of here.
as soon as you yell that, Courtney looks up and goes, "We got 2 people who cannot move. Someone's gonna have to carry them."
I'm gonna carry you, Benny.
Ooh, that's just
You notice that
Less talking, more leaving.
who's gonna carry Ken?
Why seems to be carrying?
He's pretty fucked up, and he's also high on painkillers.
Wait, he walked up. Oh, okay.
He's been basically being crutched on the entire time.
Okay, well, I'll let him crutch on my good side.
Okay.
Well, the
'Cause I have a
fireman
fucking
carried him.
rod in my knee.
Okay. You notice that Tony looks towards Courtney and goes, Courtney, you guys aren't gonna get past that creature. As he grabs the pistol that you gave him. You guys go. Go, I'll shoot, I'll pull its attention. You notice that as he looks towards the creature and he starts firing and starts shooting at this large wyvern-like creature. It looks towards it and starts moving towards Tony. He looks and goes, Go!
So I'm going.
Courtney looks back and goes, Tony, you can't! Come on, sis. I've been a little shit, a deadbeat my entire life. Get the fuck out of here! As he lets loose fire, shot after shot. Both of you start to move around the creature as it moves in towards Tony. You pass over and you look at the charred remains of the dead, smaller wyvern. You start to make your way up the steps as the route behind you is currently blocked off. Smoke begins to bellow and fill throughout the room. As you get up to the second layer of the stairs, you realize that unless you can get to the other staircase in time and somehow get all the way back down to the bottom floor before the rest of those explosions go off, your best case is to get to the chopper up top.
There's another guy up here. We're going right to more danger.
Well, our only chance is gonna get to that hill back.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna need a We're gonna do a con roll for you and a con roll for you.
All right.
36 pass.
50 out of 70.
Okay. Both of you, your legs on fire, the lactic acid beginning to start to build as you go up the stairs, as you make your way going up each staircase. Benjamin, for being a smaller guy, still fireman carrying a full human being all the way up 3 more flights of stairs is exhausting. You currently with the piece of metal still stuck in your leg, with Kenneth barely holding on to consciousness, as you can see the toll of the drug starting to kick in. You're notice that he's drooling from his mouth. His eyes are starting to roll in the back of his head. As you guys get up to the top, you make your way, break through the door onto the helipad. You notice the chopper blades, you can hear it before you even exit onto the roof. They're already spinning as you see what looks like Kai sitting in the chopper seat. You notice as soon as he sees you, notice he gets out of the chopper and he pulls out a gun. He aims. I'm gonna need a dex save. 2 of you.
Fail.
14 out of 70.
14 out of 70. You failed?
I failed.
Okay. Avery, take 3 points of damage as he opens fire. You move out of the way. Benjamin, you hit the ground hard. You feel your ribs almost roll in your own body. You cough up blood as you spit out. You can see the tower, this bright red neon illuminating this snow as you spit your blood. Kenneth, as you hit the ground, you are in a daze. The drugs are now starting to really kick into your body. Your lips, your fingers, everything is numb. Avery, you felt a bullet shatter into what was your lower midsection. It's a clean through and through. You feel it enter in through your lower abdomen and out your back. As you hit the ground and you scream in pain. Initiative starts again. So, you first.
Me first?
Yeah.
Want to be him?
No, you have the higher movement.
Oh. Okay. I'm on the ground.
You're on the ground, but you're still totally capable of doing any action.
Okay. I guess I'll shoot at him.
You're gonna shoot at him?
I don't shoot at him. Next.
What is happening?
I don't know.
With everyone?
She's making some.
I've made 2.
Kenneth, I need you to give me a con save. Because you're ODing right now.
What the fuck?
I wanted
How's it?
He took an entire bottle. of paint.
13 out of 70. Does it leave my system?
13 out of 70?
That's fun roll.
Okay. You're currently still drooling, eyes rolled, but you're remaining conscious through this. You manage to get up onto your knees and push yourself up. Benjamin.
So, I'm assuming it's like the platform that he's on is like the steps and everything, or is it just like...
It's a helipad where he actually had to jump off.
I'm gonna like try to crawl in, like trying to keep away from like getting his attention to like get behind him.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna try to crawl towards him?
Yeah.
Okay. He currently has moved behind what looks like an HVAC unit. He's trying to take cover, this as it's his turn. You notice you can hear the sound of reloading. Joseph, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna ready the rifle. I'm gonna line it up where he's at. I'm gonna take aim. I'm gonna wait for him to pop out and pop.
Roll your firearms. 1 disadvantage die.
1 disadvantage die?
Yep.
Is there such thing as like holding it? Like holding your...
Yeah, you can aim.
So I'm aiming. I'm
So
waiting for him to
you're
pop
gonna wait
out.
for him to pop out?
Yeah.
Very well. Okay. So that's just gonna take 1 round.
Okay.
So even when it gets to his turn, even if he does pop out, you still have to wait till it's your turn to make your shot.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so that brings us back to the top of the round. He basically moved and took cover, reloaded. Avery, back to you.
So does I have to take the whole turn to get up? How's that work?
No, if you want to get up, you can get up. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna get up. How far away is he?
He's probably about 20 feet away.
Okay. I just walk around up behind him.
Yeah, if you want to run up and to get to his side where he doesn't have cover, you definitely can.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Okay.
I don't shoot him.
Why does it feel like her dice don't roll? They just
Now I'm
flop down.
Now I'm just standing there.
You notice as Avery moves up to the side and starts firing. You notice that each bullet skips across the ground as your vision's kind of starting to go doubled. As you look back and forth. Kenneth, you are up on your feet. You can see that Benjamin is trying to crawl towards the helipad, and you just watched Avery run past you and take shots. Seems like Kai is ducked down. Benjamin, you're still gonna keep moving? Okay. You crawl, you have now gotten to the point where you're about ready to crawl up onto where Avery's at. Is there anything you want to do other than that?
Can I just, so he's, I'm assuming it's like one of those things on top of the building, so it's HVAC, so like, if I were to get up onto the opposite side of him, he wouldn't be able to see me, I would imagine.
No?
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Right there. And I'm gonna like prop myself up.
You notice that as Kai gets up, he looks towards you. Click, click, click. Fuck! As he throws the guns down, you notice he makes his way up towards you and he throws a punch. You can either dodge or fight back.
Dodge.
Now remember, if you do fight back and you beat him, you do damage to him. That's how fight back works. All right.
14 out of 5.
There we go. He rolled a 95, so as he goes to throw, you dodge underneath it, and as soon as you dodge underneath it, you're looking up at him as his arm arcs wide. It's your turn.
Shot.
Okay, so you're gonna get to get your you'll get to have a bonus die on the roll as well.
Nice.
Now. You get a bonus die for every round you spend aiming. And you're technically close range with this rifle. It's all
25 out of 65.
Okay, I already got the damage here. As you pull the trigger, you line it right up with his head, and you watch as Avery, actually, you get the best view of it. As you look up, you watch as his head just explodes into what looks like a snow globe exploding. As it shatters, you watch as his body fall and break and crush open. At this point, you feel an explosion roll throughout the room. As soon as it does, you feel the entire building shake and quake. You see the door from behind you swing open, and as it does, you notice that Courtney has got Tony and is pulling him up. You notice as she's pulling him, he looks like something must have took a chomp out of him because he is bleeding badly. You notice as she puts his arm over her shoulder, she begins to drag Tony. You guys get a run for the chopper?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna get him in the chopper. I'm gonna get my injured into this chopper. Secure it.
Okay. As soon as you get both Benjamin and Kenneth ready, you all make your way to the chopper. As soon as you get into the chopper, you can hear the sound of the flames. You can actually see the smoke bellowing out of the stairwell. You look at that tower blinking as the power begins to cut out from it. As you get into the chopper, thankfully you've flown a few of these when you did your special operations. As you get ready to have the chopper take off, you see the CB radio start to static in. Kai, can you hear me? Come in, Kai!
I recognize the voice.
Not sure.
clicking. Kai's not here right now.
There's this pause. Who the fuck am I speaking to?
You first.
And I'm trying to take off as this is happening.
Joseph? This is Lance. I own the bar.
Lance. The fuck are you doing on this radio?
Trying to save Kai's life.
Guy's dead.
Kai's dead.
Guy's dead.
There's a pause. I'm on my way to deal with Frexel. It's an old estate with a manor outside of the city. He's heading there. Yes, there's a static as his voice starts to break up. Are you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's the coordinates on that?
It's off the lake. You hear him rattle out the address before he gets too fuzzy and you lose connection.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
Sorry. Taking off, getting us off the building.
And as you bring the chopper up, you start flying away. You look down and you can see the building completely ablaze. As you hear the sound of that creature inside, screeching in pain and agony. And as the soft neon glow of the radio tower begins to dim, you see that tower break and fall. You all fly in the darkness of the night. And that is where we end tonight's episode. Only one more as we have our season finale next week for Call of Cthulhu Dark Winter. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been a blast doing my first ever Call of Cthulhu story. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well.
It's been fun.
Well, I guess we'll have to find out what the fate of our investigators are next week. Until then, remember to embrace the dark. Goodbye.